Everyone, welcome back to Howtechs. Today we have a hot off the presses iPhone 13 Pro Max dual physical SIM Hong Kong version. And today I'm going to show you how to insert and remove and set up the SIM cards. So basically you want to find the SIM slot here, which is this little removable portion with the hole, and you want to take your SIM removal tool. This is one of the few things that still comes in the box, and just push in there and push straight, and it will pop out. And then now you want to take your fingers and get it under there very carefully. So there's a waterproof seal here. You're going to be careful, make sure that that's not snagged or ripped or anything like that. So here on the tray, I think you guys can see, there's room for a SIM card here, and there's room for a SIM card here on the bottom. And there's a slight kind of small spring here you can see. That's what locks in the bottom one so that when you insert it, it doesn't fall out onto the table. So let's put something in there first. So in this case, we'll take one of our NANO SIMs, and you want to have it with the metal contacts facing outwards, and you want to push it in top first, and it should kind of lock in on the bottom there. And so that spring is holding it in, so even if I turn it upside down, hopefully it won't fall out. And then now on the top one, you can see that there's that chamfered edge, which here's on the top. And you want to line it up, again, metal contacts out, and it holds it in here. So now it's just being held by gravity, so if I flip it upside down, it will probably drop out. So anyway, now to reinsert it, you got to make sure that you line it up correctly. So you want the hole to line up with the hole, obviously. It's a little bit fat now with the SIM cards in there, so be careful. Push it in slowly and straight. And because of that seal, you want to make sure that there's nothing snagged in there and that it's all the way flat and smooth so that it's still waterproof. It's flush. Okay, so yeah, so now we get to the point where the phone should start recognizing the SIM cards in there. You can see now there's two things showing up here. Let's take a look at the phone. So now there's no service on the second card because this is an old day card. But let's take a look inside the settings. So you want to go to settings under the gear, and now go to cellular. And here you can see that basically you have multiple cellular plans. So this is an old Japanese card, but it still has a number, and this is the Hong Kong one. And you can now choose which one you want to use data on. So in this case, I only have that one plan. You can allow cellular switching, which allows you to use both data plans, whichever one is getting a better signal. Make sure that you are aware of what your data quotas are on both before you do that. And then for each one, you can actually set whether you can give it a name. You can turn it on and off totally. This is a Docomo SIM, so that's why it says the network there. And then you can choose whether you want to use data mode, allow more data on 5G, standard, or low data mode. So standard basically will switch to 5G if there's something that needs 5G. So in other words, like if you're watching a video and you want to load as super high res, it will switch up to 5G. But if you're just browsing the web, it'll only use 4G. And the whole point of this is that it actually saves your battery more than it worries about your data quota. But then low data mode obviously uses less data too. And data roaming, obviously you want to make sure that you have that set right. And then SIM pin and carrier services, whoever uses these things anymore. So in this case, this is an old Japanese one, so it's all still there in Japanese. So that's basically it. The rest is pretty much the same as a non-dual SIM. You can choose which apps can use cellular data versus not. Wi-Fi assist. This is actually kind of important. If you have an unlimited data plan, then turn this on because it allows you to use cellular in, let's say, the far corners of your house that have bad Wi-Fi reception. It'll automatically switch on cellular even while it's still connected to Wi-Fi. The problem is if you have a quota on your cellular data and you're at home and you think, oh, I'm connected to Wi-Fi, I'll just start streaming YouTube unendingly. It actually will be using your data if you get away from like a strong signal. So it can actually use up your cellular quota even while you're connected to Wi-Fi. So be really careful about this one. I think a lot of people get screwed by that. Okay, so last but not least, let's just really quickly remove these just in case you couldn't figure it out. So again, push in and pop it out, grab it with your fingernails and drop that one out. Make sure that you're obviously careful because you don't want to drop it on the floor and lose it. And then this one you can just push from the inside and it pops right out. So anyway, that's it for today. If you guys have any other questions, you want to see anything else on the iPhone 13 Pro Max or any other iPhones, do let me know in the comment section below. See you guys next time. Bye. Everyone, welcome back to Howtechs. Today we have a hot off the presses iPhone 13 Pro Max dual physical SIM Hong Kong version. And today I'm going to show you how to insert and